If you search for Sapa online, you usually see two very different things: massive tourist attractions and quiet hidden tribal villages. So which one is the real Sapa? For the next 3 days, we are going to explain both. We will hit the famous crowded spots first, see what the high is all about. But after that, we are going off the grid. I want to take you deep into the valleys to show you the authentic Sapa, the indigenous tribals, the raw nature and the absolute peace. Let's go! Hello everyone, first morning in Sapa, and remember how I said that we're gonna go through the big stuff first in here. And of course nothing is bigger than this. I'm at the Sapa Station, alright, and later I'm catch a cable car and a train to go to the Fansipan, the highest mountain in Indochina. So I just bought the ticket and it cost me about $1,050,000, which is roughly $40. To be honest, for backpacking in Vietnam, that is a huge chunk of money. It hurts the wallet a bit. Step 1 is this train, the Muong Hoa Mountain train. This is the longest mountain railway in Vietnam. However, it seems I chose the wrong spot when I boarding the train. I should have stood on the left side so I could look down at the Moong Hoa Valley. I chose a different spot on the return journey. Now let's continue to the cable car station, just below the signs. Alright, we are now inside the Fansipan Cable Car. Let me hit you with a crazy fact. This is the Guinness World Record holder. It is the longest non-stop 3-rope cable car in the world. We are literally flying over the Hoang mountain range. We just made it out of the cable car, but we are not at the very top yet. Before we hit the actual peak, we have to walk through this. It is a massive spiritual complex right in the middle of the clouds. Look at the bronze Buddha statue over there. It's over 21 meters tall. It's not ancient. Actually, it was built recently, but the scale is mind-blowing. I made it! Whew. Because Buddhism is so deeply rooted in Vietnam, coming up here isn't just a tourist attraction for the locals. It is a spiritual pilgrimage. It's freezing, but it feels incredibly peaceful. Keep moving with me, guys. To get to the absolute peak, 3,143 meters, you have a choice. You can either climb about 600 steep steps in this thin air, or take another short funicular train. I chose to climb. I've been training for 2 or 3 months anyway, so surely I could climb the final stretch. The Roof of Indochina. The wind up here is absolutely crazy. It has to imagine people choose to spend days climbing this. The wind is hurling, but the amazing payoff is this brilliant, gorgeous sunshine. Oh wow, I made it, guys. The eye is definitely thinner up here. It's a bit of a bummer that we miss out on the famous Sea of Clouds today. If we had it, it would look something like this. Pure cinematic magic. But hey, we still officially conquer the Roof of Indochina. Alright, so we made it back to the center of Sapa right now. I am standing in the main square, and right behind me is the absolute symbol of this town, the Sapa stone church. This church was built by the French back in 1926, when the French discovered Sapa. They love the cool weather, so they turn it into their summer retreat to escape the heat of Hanoi. But here is a crazy engineering fact for you. To stick these heavy stone blocks together, the builders actually used a mixture of sand, lime, and molasses. Alright, welcome to Sapa Market. If you're picturing a wild rustic tribal market, this isn't it. It's actually a huge, modest two-story building where locals get their daily essentials. Honestly, I thought it'd be a packet, but it's pretty quiet right now. I'm guessing it really wakes up in the evening for food and drinks. Now let's move on to the dish. You see those chickens with black meat displayed here, right? This type of chicken is very common in Sapa. I ordered a bowl of black chicken pho. The broth wasn't as light as in Hanoi. It was slightly sweeter and richer in flavor. The chicken had firm and chewy meat, although it seemed a bit thin. Overall, we should try new and unusual things. Our next stop is Moana Sapa. If you love taking photos, this place is literally paradise. It is a massive outdoor complex designed specifically for creating those dreamy, cinematic pictures you see all over social media. They have these beautiful art installations like the party gate and the piano right on the water. But the absolute best part, that is the actual Hoang mountain range behind it. And it is breathtaking. We definitely got some great shots here. Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk. Cheers. After all that posing, I rode a few minutes down the road to the place called La Cafe, Red Leaf Cafe. The coffee is good, but nobody actually comes here just for the coffee. We are all waiting for one specific thing, the Muong Hoa mountain train. Watching this bright red vintage train cut right through the green valley, it looks completely different from this angle. Okay, the sun is starting to go down. I jump back on the bike and rode about 18 kilometers out of town up to O Quy Ho Pass, one of the 4 great mountain passes of Vietnam. So I just paid 500,000 dong, so around 20 bucks to get on this thing. It's a glass bridge poured to the side of a massive cliff. I'm not gonna lie, looking down right now, my legs are actually shaking a bit. But look at this. The view of the whole mountain range from out here is just insane. I have to admit, I didn't have high expectations for this part at all. I really thought it was going to be another tourist trap. But should be though, it is absolutely incredible up here. The immense space, the stunning views, and the overall experience is pure happiness. It is 100% worth every single penny, and I am genuinely enjoying every moment of it. If you're lucky enough to visit Sapa on a sunny day, you will witness a stunning, romantic, and vibrant sunset on the O Quy Ho Pass. It is so quiet out here, it actually makes you forget how crazy and crowded the town was just a few hours ago. Just wow! Morning guys, it's about 7:30 AM. The air is freezing, but it smells like pine trees and fresh dirt. I love it. Today is all about getting lost. We are completely done with the tourist town. I'm packing like today, jumping on a bike, and we're heading deep into the Muong Hoa Valley. Our first target is a small village called Linh Ho. It is supposed to be quiet, steep, and completely off the main road. No concrete, no photo studio, just mountains and locals. So, funny story, I somehow rode completely past Linh Ho without even realizing it. I end up straight in Ta Van, through into Ta Van Mông, and just kept pushing on the main road. And I have to say, the road out here is pretty rough. After asking a few locals where I actually was, I realized I was almost out of Ta Van, so I decided to just split today's itinerary. We are doing it backwards, from the furthest point to the closest. I drove straight to Seo My Ty, which is about 20 to 21 kilometers away from the center of Sapa. On the drive up here, I went right through Lien National Park. It is incredibly beautiful and majestic. Honestly, I couldn't hear a single thing except my own motorbike engine and the sounds of the wild mountains. There is basically no one around, just a local passing by every now and then. This way. Still alive, still alive. But the big tree, right? Beautiful. Look at this. And now we are finally entering the village. So hot right now. I don't know why it's sunny right now. It's meant to be cold, man. Right in front of me is Seo My Ty Lake. This is actually one of the highest lakes in all of Indochina. It was formed by hydroelectric dam, and the water is crystal clear all year round because it flows straight from the national park. The locals around here actually choose this lake to farm grass carp, salmon for the living. Beautiful, isn't it? Seo My Ty. It is the tiny village of about 100 Hmong families, built right around the highest artificial lake in Vietnam. The air here is so cool and fresh. Everything here is so raw. But here is the most fascinating part about this place. There are absolute zero tourist services. Riding all this way was 100% worth it. We are not so far from the center, completely cut off from the noise of the city. It's quiet, it's beautiful. Now heading to the next village, I retraced the path that I had just taken through the national forest to reach Dao Village. The scale of this place hits you the second you arrive. You are just surrounded by these massive wild mountains and green terraces. This area is shared by a few different tribes, mostly the Hmong, the Dao, and the Red Dao. They all have their own distinct cultures. I just closed a deal on a Hmong headscarf and a Hmong scarf, but they look pretty good on me. To actually explore the village, you have to ride on these tiny winding dirt paths. It's a little tricky on the bike, but honestly, getting lost on these small trails is the best part. Man's working. Dao sits right in the heart of the Muong Hoa Valley. People say these are some of the most beautiful rice terraces in the world. And standing here, looking at how the fields wrap around the little wooden house like waves, I completely believe it. I retrace my steps and travel another 10 kilometers or so before finally reaching Lao Chai. You actually can't miss it because this is where the valley completely opens up. This is the main hub for the Black Hmong people. Just driving through, you see a lot of locals walking along the road, carrying those heavy bamboo baskets on their backs. Occasionally, they will lead a few horses, just going about their daily routine. Since it's closer to the city center, it's easier to trek here. But when I went further in, I didn't see anyone. I wonder if everyone went to work. After asking around, locals told me there are actually multiple ways to enter Linh Ho Village, and I could just head straight up from Lao Chai. But honestly, it wasn't until I made it back to the center of Sapa that I realized I had picked the absolute hardest road possible to get up here. This village sits at a pretty high elevation. Just look down. The view is incredible. You have these endless terraced rice fields, and the whole landscape is just wrapped in this peaceful natural green. Then I found this bridge. Awesome. Look at. Again, following local advice, I crossed it to officially enter Linh Ho. Sorry. Let's go. At the second I crossed that bridge really hit me. The slopes here are insanely steep. My hands were literally striking on the handlebar. You can probably hear my motorbike engine screaming right now. These steep, winding roads made conquering this village a real struggle, even for someone who is pretty confident on a motorbike like me. Hello. But you just cannot deny the majestic vast beauty of this place. Standing way up here, looking down at the valley, I genuinely just want to stay in this moment forever. This village is mostly home of the Hmong and Dao ethnic people. Walking around here, you instantly see their real everyday culture. Honestly, at first I only planned to visit the lesser known villages, the ones far from the center. But seeing Chestnut Village was right next to my homestay, I decided to just go for it. You can't really compare if you don't see it with your own eyes, right? Chestnut Village is nestled right at the foot of the majestic Hoang mountain range, surrounded by rocky slopes and lush green forests. It's a relatively small village, located just a couple of kilometers southwest of the Sapa town center. However, because tourism has exploded here, the village honestly feels more like a tourist resort now. You have to buy a ticket to enter, 150,000 Vietnam dong for an adult. After that, you can pay 10,000 for an electric buggy to take you down into the valley, or you can just walk. I choose to walk. You can also rent traditional ethnic customs from the shops right outside the ticket gate. As you walk down, the music, the sounds of the people get louder, and the scenery slowly reveals itself. When you reach the bottom, the first thing that hits you is how bustling this village is. A lot of tourists flock here, mainly because it's close to the center, but also because the whole area has been heavily renovated to look this good. But I have to admit, the landscape here is genuinely beautiful. To fully explore and experience everything this village has to offer, you really need a whole morning, an afternoon, or even a full day. Since I was short on time, I tried to move as fast as I could and squeeze it into about 3 hours. Continuing on, I head toward to the sea bridge. Absolutely gorgeous waterfalls start to appear right in front of me. Hearing the sound of water crashing against the rock right next to my ears. There is really nothing more beautiful than the music of nature, right? Next, I made my way to the old hydroelectric power plant, which has been here since 1925. In the early 20th century, the French arrived in Sapa and were completely captivated by Kafka's romantic and wild beauty. Colonial officials chose to come here to relax and admire the scenery. They also took advantage of the waterfall right in the center of the village built this power plant, bringing the breath of motor life to these rugged mountains. Right next to the power plant, I noticed a stone staircase leading up. Of course, I had to climb it, even though I didn't see a single soul up here. When I reached the top, the place looked completely abandoned. But the view up here, it looks straight down over the whole village. From up there, I spot some weirdly shaped houses and a bridge way off in the distance. You already know I was going to head straight for them. On my way to those strange-looking houses, I accidentally stumbled into this incredibly peaceful buried area. And the best part, there was barely anyone around. The sign said, "Sacred Forest." When I walked in, wow, it was truly breathtaking. It felt like stepping straight into a movie. Yellow flowers popping against the green grass, water wheels turning slowly in the stream, the crystal clear sound of flowing water. I could even hear the creaking wood from the water wheels. It was beautiful beyond imagination. So this is the sacred forest. I imagine this place holds some deep spiritual meaning for the villagers. There is an altar inside. I try to ask some local kids about it, but they seem a bit too young to know the story behind it. Still, in this specific area, you can really feel that raw, original vibe of the Sapa villages. The local houses are clustered much closer together here compared to other places. I kept hiking up and finally reached those squarely shaped houses we saw earlier. I think this is actually a row of abandoned homestays. The doors are very modern, and there are even room number signs hanging above them. I have no idea why it was abandoned, but the view from up here is no joke. If you can make the climb, taking a few photos up here is absolutely stunning. Heading back down, I found this bridge made of massive stepping stones lying up in the water. You can get some incredible shots here too. Oh, you cannot deny that Kakao is still one of the most beautiful and most visited places in Sabah. It is this perfect blend of modern and ancient. That combination doesn't overshadow either side. Instead, it elevates the whole experience. Heading back to the center of Sabah, it's time for dinner. I heard so much about Sapa's famous street barbecue, so that's exactly what we are having tonight. First things first, happy water, or to be more exact, corn wine. It is a signature local spirit up here in the northwest mountains. The aroma of the corn is actually amazing. I guess the alcohol content is around 12 to 15%, maybe 20%. I honestly have no idea, but man, it goes down way too easily. And here comes the food. I ordered chicken feet, squid, venison, goat, pork and beef wrapped in mustard greens. Basically, if it was meat, I put it on the table. Enjoying a piping hot barbecue dinner after a long day of hiking through the villages, sipping on this sweet corn wine. It is such a chill vibe. Though I think I might have poured a few too many cups. I am definitely starting to feel a little tipsy.
Hello everyone, welcome to day 3 in Sabah.
The ride up to Phin is actually pretty smooth compared to yesterday. As soon as you arrive, you notice the vibe is different. And boom! I didn't think I'd meeting our first location today so soon. Right at the entrance of the village is this massive rural French monastery from the 1940s.
Alright, so this is Phin Monastery. Back in 1942, a group of Christian nuns actually built this place.
They came all the way up here to the mountains to live quietly, pray, and research agriculture. But they didn't stay long. Just 3 years later, in 1945, the war broke out and it got too dangerous. The nuns have to pack up and escape to Hanoi, leaving everything behind. And it has been sitting here completely empty ever since. Nature just took it back. It's a bit creepy but really cool to walk around and explore. and you definitely get some really special photos here.
We go deeper into the Phin Village. Alright.
After that, I rode deeper into the village. The terraced rice fields really started to open up, blending right in with the locals' private gardens. On the way, I randomly stumbled into this website pointing to the Phin Cave National Relic. I honestly have no idea this were here. The ride up to the cave was no joke though. When I pulled up to the entrance, the place was completely deserted. But the second I killed the engine, the local guy just appeared out of nowhere. It turns out he's a caretaker of the cave, so I asked him to be my guide and take me inside.
Động này là có lâu chưa anh?
Động này nó có từ lâu lắm rồi.
À thế á?
Từ năm 1945 là mình cũng thôn Park ở đây.
À.
Ở đây là có cái bàn thờ. Ở đây thờ thần hang, thần núi, thần thổ địa. Và năm 1979 là mình trốn tàu ở đây, Trung Quốc ấy.
À 1919 ở đây ạ?
1919 là Trung Quốc ở đây.
À vâng vâng.
Và Việt Nam mình tất cả trốn vào cái hang này. Hang này thì nó sẽ bé nhưng mà mình không
Phải chui ở trong à? Ui, bé tí này.
I'm not gonna lie, navigating this cave is real workout. Some parts you can walk straight up, but other sections you are ducking, squeezing sideways, and literally squat walking to get through.
tất cả là cái hang đá là tất cả là tự nhiên hết.
À tự nhiên hết.
Cứ có bàn tay không để nó sờ đến cái núi đá hai thằng người. Tất cả tự nhiên. Đi nha, cái mùa mưa nó xuống nó chảy từ trong này nó chảy ra. Mùa này thì nó không có nước suối nên nó khô cạn luôn.
You can probably hear me fighting for my life, battling right now, and my guy is just completely unfazed. It's actually scary how used to this he is. He told me we could explore about 300 meters inside, and obviously, the deeper you go, the darker it gets. But you know what? I think I suck in enough of this cave vibe. I think it's time to turn around and finally go get Herbal Bath. Because this cave is a dead end, meaning if I keep going, I just have to climb that entire long way back up anyway. Yeah, no thanks.
It's so tight.
My guide actually took me straight to a local family's house after I mentioned I want to try the famous Dao Herbal Bath. So here I am, inside a traditional red Dao home. They give you two options for the golden tubs, a large one for 250,000 and a smaller one for 150,000. Since I'm pretty compact, I figured the small one would do just fine. First impression, it is insanely hot. Maybe it's just because I usually take cold showers, but wow. Luckily, you have hot and cold tubs right next to you, so you can adjust the temperature however you want. But honestly, it is incredibly refreshing. I can literally feel my muscles melting and relaxing. That is exactly what my back needs. But here is a quick pro tip. This stuff is so strong that you can only soak in it for around 15 or 20 minutes. If you stay longer, you will actually get dizzy and lightheaded.
I'm sweating a lot.
Since I ordered a plate of roasted wild boar and had to wait about half an hour, I asked the host if there were any cool spots to check out nearby.
Right, so he told me that I should go deep into this very narrow road.
And of course, I got lost. That path branched out into way too many directions, and I have zero sense of direction to begin with.
Oh, I think this way is better. We go this way. Let's go. I got the wrong way. I think I found it.
Here it is. Right in front of me are these endless terraced rice fields and that pure, peaceful atmosphere of the real mountain village. I can only imagine how insanely beautiful this place gets around September or October during the rice harvest season. I honestly just sat here for a while, soaking in the silence all by myself before I heading back to the main event. Oh yeah, I also just bought this little handmade keychain.
Why? I'm in their house right now.
Just look at this massive tray of food, and right here, this is the star of the show, the roasted wild boar. It comes with a giant bowl of rice and some dipping sauce that I'm pretty sure is completely homemade. The texture of this meat is so unique. The skin on the outside is unbelievably crispy, the fat layer is soft but not greasy raw, and the lean meat underneath is super firm but not tough to chew. Honestly, throwing back a shot of corn wine right now would be absolute perfection, but I have to ride my motorbike all the way back to the central later, so I gotta be responsible.
Oh my god, I'm so full. A lot of food. I can't finish it. Sorry, so full.
After heading back to the center and taking a quick break to recharge for the afternoon, I looked out the window and realized the fog had completely blown in. But I decided to head down anyway. I can't let the weather rule my itinerary. I only have about 3 days here, right? The roads out here are seriously tough. They are nothing like the smooth streets in the center. And the fog was just getting thicker and thicker. I couldn't even see a few meters ahead. To make matters worse, I wear glasses, so I kept having to stop right in the middle of the road just to wipe them off. The houses out here are super spread out. All I could see were wild trees and mountains, with only an occasional local house popping up. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a little bit creepy. Just imagine being surrounded by deep forest, swallowed up by this heavy, ghostly fog. But luckily, as I rode up to a higher elevation, the fog finally started to clear. The road was still terrible though. I have to warn you guys right now if you ever plan to explore this village. Along the way, I spotted this signpost and another sign pointing to the Truc Lam Zen Monastery. For a bit of context, Truc Lam is a pure Vietnamese Zen Buddhist light age founded by the king turned monk in 13th century. It's famous for its philosophy of blending religion with everyday life. It's a spiritual place for practicing and starting Zen meditation. I also saw a bunch of abandoned wooden houses, or maybe they are just storage sheds for the villagers. After a pretty long, steepy climb over some seriously rocky roads, I finally made it to the monastery.
I think this place for the monks come to practice and learn, pray, but I see no one. Actually, like no one there.
And surprisingly, the sun was shining right up here. The space is incredibly quiet. Here is a look inside the main hall. We are just going to pick up the space from out here. I don't want to intrude and walk all the way inside.
Wow. I think this is the garden.
The garden outside is gorgeous, full of colorful flowers. And check this out, 2 little white dogs. I don't know if they belong to the monastery, but they are super gentle and cute.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Oh, what are you doing?
What are you
After that, I head back down to go even deeper into Sau Chua Village and of course, right back into the fog. The people live so far apart, and let me tell you, the deeper you go, the worse the road gets. I really had to focus to keep the motorbike steady. But you really cannot deny how peaceful and rustic this village is. Honestly, next time I come back, I think I just choose to hike around these villages on foot so I can truly feel the everyday life of the locals. After that, I head back to the central and swung by the Sapa Market. I pick up this really famous local snack called Chestnut Cake. I got all 3 different flavors plus a dry persimmon. The market is definitely a lot more crowded now. Everyone is out doing their shopping. I also grabbed this bag called green rice cake. Then I pop it into a matcha cafe right across from the street to sit down and do a little taste test. Cheers! First up is the bangkok. The texture is super soft with a very light floral green rice flavor. Filling inside is mung bean. It has a really nice amount of sweetness to it. Nothing too overpowering. That's good. Next is the original flavor chestnut cake. To make this, the local bakers choose a wheat flour crust and pure chestnut filling. They only select the best golden yellow wild chestnuts, peel them, and add just the right amount of sweetness. They are actually pan fried in oil until both sides are perfectly golden and then topped with tiny sesame seeds. When you take a bite, you get this amazing crunch from the crust mixed with the deep, fragrant chestnut filling. Now for the one with the purple sweet potato crust. Honestly, the sweet potato flavor isn't super obvious, but the roasted chestnuts inside is still absolutely delicious. Finally, the one with the mung bean crust. This one is way more fragrant. The mung bean flavor balances perfectly with the chestnut. I think this one is definitely my favorite out of the 3. Last but not least, the dry persimmon. This is made from the fresh peeled persimmon that are machine dried at around 60 to 80 degrees C. It's incredibly chewy and intensely sweet, but it still completely keeps that natural, original persimmon flavor. Welcome to day 4, or well, actually day 3.5, since I am heading back to Hanoi this afternoon. The reason I decided to stay an extra half day because the mountain is literally right next to my place. The entrance fees is only 70,000, so I figured, why not? So here we are, heading up to the mountain super early at 7:30 AM. Unfortunately, the fog was still super heavy today, and the stone steps were extremely damp and slippery. Right there is the Sun Plaza. Go on a sunny day, you can see the Fansipan. It's so foggy. Oh my. Very small path. If you ever hike up here on a day like this, make sure you wear some high quality shoes. According to the map, I'm currently standing at the garden of 12 earthly branches. Standing in the middle of those trees. Some small chairs and table for you guys to sit when you feel tired. Honestly, I thought they would make these zodiac animal statues look a bit more majestic. Like, what is this? Look at that. The map says my next stop should be the Central Flower Garden, but I couldn't find the path up there to save my life. Eventually, I found this trail. Sorry man, I have to go this way. I wasn't even sure if it was a real path, but it looked like stairs, just really ugly ones. This trail looks sketchy, moss, grass, and overground weeds everywhere, rusty handrails. I felt like I was walking straight into an abandoned zone. It was clearly a path, but it felt like it led to nowhere. Oh my God. What is that? Then, two bars appear. I chose to go right, but the deeper it went, the more up ground and dense the jungle got. It looked like no one had shrimp eaten in years. I kept climbing, and guess what? It actually was abandoned up here. Look at this massive mess of cables. It looks like an old radio or signal tower. It's super high up, but because it was totally swallowed by the fog, it felt a little bit creepy. I imagined on a sunny day this spot would look really unique, but today it's barely eerie. Oh my God, look at that. Let's come back. And boom! Out of nowhere, I ran into another guy who was just as not as I was. Oh, đây là hang nghiêu này. Hang nghiêu này. Oh, I found the left thing, man. Just a table and a chair, guys. Nothing here. What's even crazier is that I'm from Hanoi and he's from Ho Chi Minh City, two completely opposite ends of the country, meeting on an abandoned mountain trail. After talking for a bit, I found out we took a totally different road to get up here, which means I definitely took the hard, forgotten path. We decided to team up and continue the trek together. Having a travel buddy definitely made things a bit less terrifying. Somehow we stumbled upon this massive steel house. According to the map, they host traditional ethnic performance here at the certain times, and luckily we arrived right as one was about to start. After that, we decided to split up again because we were heading down two different paths. Sadly, we never ran into each other again for the rest of the trip. Alright, keep going. I kept climbing and hit a spot marked as the Heaven's Gate. I bet this is an epic spot for cloud hunting and photos. I just kept walking down every path I could find. The silence up here was honestly terrifying, and the thick fog blocked out everything. Then I saw a sign pointing up to the highest point of the mountain, the Cloud Yacht, or in Vietnamese, Sun Mây. The hike up here there was no joke. The store steps were incredibly rough and slippery. I had to watch every single step. Look at that. I literally had to squeeze through this tiny cave. I had to duck, squat, and crawl just to get through. Some sections were extremely narrow like this. Almost there. Keep pushing. Try. I'm really try. And as you can see, I am completely surrounded by fog. Oh man, I see nothing. I go in the wrong day, so as you can see, you literally cannot see a single thing. But on a clear day, the view up here is supposed to look like this, or like this. Seriously guys, pick a sunny day to climb this mountain. After coming down from the cloud yacht, I followed this path lined with 2 rows of pine trees. Out of nowhere, it got unbelievably dark. I couldn't hear a single sound. I had absolutely no idea where I was. But luckily, after following these stairs, I finally popped out at the exact place I was supposed to go in the first place, instead of that roach abandoned trail. I think this is the Four Seasons Garden, and right below it is the Central Flower Garden. The legend of Hmong Mountain. And here it is. The scenery, the colors, the fragrance, everything is absolutely beautiful here. So here's my final piece of advice. If you want an easy hike, head straight up from the Truc Garden to this flower garden. Do not take the road I took. I'm still not even sure if that was a legal path. And after spending a full 3 hours getting lost on that mountain, when most people only spend about an hour up there, it is finally time for me to check out and wait for the bus back to Hanoi. My body is completely exhausted, but this trip was exactly what I needed. We hit the highest peak, got lost in the foggy tribal villages, and survived those crazy rocky roads. I am sure Sapa still has few more hidden gems that we didn't get to uncover. But honestly, I think this 3.5-day itinerary was incredibly productive. I will see you guys next time, maybe in a completely different location for another wild adventure. This is Vietnam Creative Travel, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.